Lecture² challenges the future of education. Basically, education is the sharing of knowledge. This hasn't changed much since the very beginning of it. It has always been the most effective way to have one person in front of the class to teach all the students the things they need to know. This traditional way of teaching is based on single-sided sharing and has its limitations. Because the teacher explains things at the right pace for maybe one student in the room during the lessons. Everyone else is either bored because they already understand the material or lost because they're missing knowledge they should already have. The internet offers sharing of knowledge in all kinds of fields. However, the educational system is yet to tap into this powerful resource. By means of the internet, Lecture² will enable two-sided sharing and thus unleash the full potential of education. Welcome to the campus of the Delft University of Technology. Every day, almost 16,000 students visit lectures on and around campus. Today's lecture is about Pythagorean theorem. In the lecture, students use their tablets as an interactive layer over the lecture. Furthermore, the lecturer also has his own screen in front of the class. During the lecture, students can make notes on the slides. These are saved to their tablet, but also to their online accounts. If a part of the lecture is unclear or creates confusion among the students, the student can flag the relevant slide. A flag is a direct and anonymous notification to the lecturer. The amount of flags can be an indicator of how well the material is received by the students. Another benefit is that flagging does not necessarily interrupt the lecture. If the student has a more specific need for information, he can ask a question on his second screen. The question is anonymously forwarded to the teacher screen, and a clear benefit of this is that students won't feel anxious to ask a question. The teacher can now choose to give direct feedback or to save it for later. The teacher can put exercises in his lecture to see how well students have mastered the material. The outcome of these questions depends on some variables. With Lecture², it is possible to generate a random set of variables for each student, so each exercise is unique. This activates the student to participate in the exercise, because no one can tell them the correct answer except for the second screen itself. The teacher can monitor the results of the exercise in real time. Sometimes a lecturer may require input from the students. For this, a poll feature can be used. After the lectures is when the actual studying begins. A student has decided to prepare for next week's test. He can access all the material he has been accumulating through Lecture², and to do so he logs into the online environment. This is where students and teachers can meet again. The student can browse through the slides and study them along with the notes he made during the lecture. The online environment is obviously not a substitute for books and exercises. Whilst browsing through the slides, the student can type in notes. He sees a fellow student has an issue with the proof of the theorem, a problem that he has also encountered. He can upvote this question, and questions with votes may be answered by other students. In their quest for understanding, students often stumble upon valuable additional material. Lecture² offers a platform for sharing these resources. The teacher can also add reading, exercises, or movies. So, to sum it up, Lecture² facilitates for valuable feedback, both for students and teachers. It reduces overall study time and enhances the image of universities through cutting-edge educational methods. This is Lecture², raising education to the power of 2.
Frankly, if this does not blow your mind, you have no emotion.